Well, this is got to be this. What? It'd be so great if I had no. So weird. Huh. All right, well, we're just gonna. I think I have no kids this period. Oh, I'm just cold. I don't think I have kids. Like they're all virtual. Who?
David's not here today.
That's later, but I usually have. Well, I assume James is still on quarantine, and I usually have Alyssa.
She's not here today.
Oh well. I'm not mad about it.
Kind of cozy up.
Right? I might. Hi. I have no kids this period. I mean, I have kids virtually, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. Kind of great.
No one's there.
It's here.
Randall in there?
He is. I haven't let anybody in yet, but I'm about to.
I can obviously direct your low. So.
Alyssa, you're not here. I have no one.
You have no one?
No one.
Miss McClellan, I have more Funko Pops
Oh yeah.
for Saturdays. Also, I have a bone to pick with y'all. Why ain't nobody show up to my job on Saturday and Sunday?
After she gave y'all her schedule.
I read off my schedule on Friday. To all y'all.
I had crap to do.
I wasn't talking to you
Somebody
specifically.
was like, "What are your hours on Friday? What are your hours on Saturday?" Who said that? It was like,
Alyssa. And then I texted Alyssa on Sunday. I texted Alexis on Sunday as well, but Alexis just didn't respond to my text message, which is normal for Alexis because Alexis rarely responds sometimes, which is fine. I'm fine with. But Alyssa responded, and then she was like, "Yeah, I can come." And then she was like, "No, wait, my dad can't drive me." So I was like, "Okay, it's fine." And I was just like, "Oh my God, listen."
Okay. Julio got glass in his tire and has been driving me around with glass in his tire all weekend.
Well, isn't Julio a construction worker? Shouldn't he know what to do, like, in these certain
He
situations?
took it out and he glued it. He glued the tire, but he hasn't, like, he has to special order his tire. He's a car guy, so he has specific tires.
But, like,
And they're like $250. Like, he's
but if you
like
knew that you had glass in your tire, why you ain't go get it fixed the first time you found out about it?
he has to pre-order his tires.
Okay, he should have pre-ordered them then when he found the glass, not just.
He found it Friday, and then he came over, and then Saturday night he took me to Daniel. I don't know what he's on, but he's just on a money bender. He is just blowing through cash on me. He's like, literally, we were sitting at home. I told him, I was like, cancel our reservations to Brazilian Cowboy or wherever you were gonna take me. I don't feel good. Came to my house. I said I was hungry. He was like, okay, let's go to a different restaurant. And I was like, no, I want cookout. That's all I asked for. That's all I wanted in life was some cheesecake. Okay, that's all I wanted. And you're trying to take me to a whole.
Listen, you need to collect your mans, okay? I have a plan for all of us. I was talking to Alyssa about it in math. I have a plan for you, Kat, Alyssa, and I. All right, here's the deal. This is what we're going to do. First, let me show off my Funko Pops really quickly. Get this out of the way. This is a little Black Panther, the OG Black Panther. He's so tiny and so cute.
Great.
Okay, that was Saturday. On Sunday, I got a little Thanos. He's so cute, too. His little smile. And then today, okay. And then on Sunday is today is Spider-Gwen. So that's what's going on. Okay, now here are the plans for you, Alyssa, Kat, and I.
Okay, here's the plans for class.
That is very true.
Thank you.
I'm about to publish. We are going to do a vocab unit this week. And I have this posted, or should have this posted. Or I would if I was in the right class, which I'm not. English 3. You guys are English 3. As soon as I publish this, we're going to go over the words together, and then I'll give you guys a few minutes to do the fill in the blanks on your own. Here we go. Let me share my screen with you guys. I actually prefer having you guys all virtual or all in person. It's just easier than having half of you here and half of you there. Okay. So the first word for transcendentalism vocabulary, shockingly, is transcendent. And we kind of went over what this means anyway when we were talking about transcendentalism, but it means beyond or above the range of normal or merely physical human experience. This is something that surpasses the ordinary. It's exceptional. Transcendent. The second one, admonish. That means to warn or reprimand someone firmly. I actually remember, I think it was last year, somebody like wrote up a kid and said something of, like in their referral about like kid had been admonished, and Mr. Nelson was like, what does admonish mean? Like, it just means he was like talked to, he was scolded. Number 3, latent. Existent but not yet fully formed, developed, or manifest. Hidden or concealed. Something that hasn't bloomed to its full effect yet.
Yeah, like this guy who comes into my job, it's a latent thing that I should be with him, but it hasn't happened yet, but I know it's going to happen. I just
Latent romance.
Miss McClellan, I can't find it.
It's the only thing published in this week's module so far.
All right, I'll look in the modules. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Disconcerted, unsettled, worried or uncertain, ruffled or rattled. Number 5 is nonchalant. You've probably heard that word before. Feeling or appearing casually calm and relaxed, not displaying anxiety, interest, or enthusiasm. Basically, playing it cool. That's one of those words that until you hear it pronounced, it doesn't feel like it'd be pronounced that way. Number 6 is absolve, which you usually hear like absolve people of sins, but that's not necessarily the only kind of absolving you can do. To declare someone.
You can't absolve a sinner.
What?
You can't absolve a sinner. You can't.
Well,
I beg to differ, but okay.
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
A priest. Like, you are hereby absolved of these sins.
Yeah, exactly. You ever been in church, LeBron? You ever been freed from your sins? You ever repent? Yeah, that's absolving right there.
No,
yeah,
I never did the whole repent.
I bet you that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense now. If you would repent, you would know.
Like,
that doesn't make sense with the whole repenting, like, God forgives my sins. No.
Therefore, you are absolved.
Right. And then, like, in Protestant churches, we don't have someone to say you're absolved now. Like, we just have to depend on communication with God. But like in the Catholic Church, that's part of the priest's job. Like, you confess and then you are absolved. He's like the go-between between.
I feel like something bad will happen with that. But
no, you're being forgiven.
Plenty of people could argue there are definitely things that have gone wrong in the Catholic Church, but that's a different discussion for a different time and probably a different class.
Yeah, so I go against my belief here, but that's beside the point. Let's go.
Number 7 is titular. And if you look at the definition, kind of makes sense, of or relating to a title or existing in title only. You can kind of see the first, like, they clearly have the same root, titular and title. Number 8 is ephemeral, which means lasting a very short time or fleeting. Number 9 is timorous, of a timid or meek disposition. I can see you confusing number 7 and number 9 just because they're both adjectives and start with TI. But titular is pretty like distinctive because it's about a title. Timorous, like timid, same few words, same first few letters. And number 10 is indigence, which is a level of poverty in which real hardship and deprivation are suffered. Why am I wearing this? I don't have kids in here. Silly me. A level of poverty in which real hardship and deprivation are suffered and the comforts of life are wholly lacking. So, like, being real poor. When I put this on Canvas, I made an assignment. The only reason I made an assignment is because that allows everybody to have their own copy, so you can work on it and fill in your own answers. But you don't have to actually submit it. It doesn't have a due date or anything. I'm just going to give you guys 10 minutes or so, and then we'll go back over it. Let me stop sharing for the time being.
Genesis, are you watching Ninjago in the background?
Hear myself today.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Miss McClellan, I'm on the I'm on the module and I clicked it and it's blank. Oh, never mind. It just showed up. Never mind. I was joking.
Miss McClellan,
Yes.
my stuff is taking like 15 minutes to load. So I have it up on Classroom, but it's just like a loading screen.
Okay. What I would do if it doesn't load is when we go over it, just make sure you write the answers down so that you can have them to study with.
Okay, thank you.
We need any more time?
I'm gonna restart my computer real quick so that I can get the vocab down. So I will be right back. Thank you.
We'll go over this in just a minute. I was waiting to see if Alexis came back. Those are some nice clouds. Let's go ahead and go over it, and you guys can help Alexis get caught up if she shows back up. Okay. This first one, actually, hang on, I have the wrong stuff up. Here we go, transcendentalism. Number one, because she never really tried drawing before, she never realized she had a blank talent for art.
Latent.
Latent, yes. I wish I had a latent talent for art.
So do I.
Alyssa's good at it.
So does Alexis.
Dang, you guys are so talented. Number 2, some people believe that you should never give a standing ovation unless the performance you witnessed was truly
Transcendent.
transcendent. Yes, one time Mr. Nykirk made us read an article about that, actually. Number 3, like perks of working in music school. There's a huge difference between being temporarily broke and suffering true
Indigence.
indigence. Yes.
Okay, and that's all I could get because that's all I really could.
Okay.
I
Number
struggled.
4, we should always make good use of the time we have because life is actually very blank and will be over before we know it.
Anyone?
Somebody other than TC.
Can't pronounce it.
You're on the right track. Ephemeral. Yes. Number 5, even though he tried to act blank, everyone could tell he was actually super anxious in the presence of his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, nonchalant.
Yes. I actually wrote that because have you guys watched Are You the One, which just came to Netflix?
No.
Such a garbage reality show, but they like did a reunion. Like they came back together after they hadn't seen each other, and the couple that was like so in love on the show had broken up. And the guy, the whole time, everyone was like, "You're not gonna talk to her? You gonna talk to her?" And he kept being like, "It's whatever. It's good. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling." And he kept saying it, and it was like, he's obviously not chilling.
He's obviously very much hurt by this.
That was the first thing I thought of when I was doing a sentence for nonchalant. I was like, Chris T was not nonchalant, and he was trying.
Chris T was in fact the opposite.
Was having a time. Number 6, the older you get, the less your teacher should have to blank you in class because you should be more mature and more aware of the expectations. Not always the case.
Admonish.
Admonish, yes. They should have to admonish you less in class. Number 7, the blank character of the Harry Potter series was also known as the Boy Who Lived or the Chosen One.
Titular.
Titular, yes. Number 8, she wanted to send back her steak because it was overdone, but her blank nature would not allow her to broach the subject with her waiter.
Timorous.
Timorous, very good. Number 9, canceling student loans would blank many Americans from their debt and allow them to stimulate the lagging economy with the money they no longer have to pay the government.
Disconcerted?
Not
Or
just,
no, absolve. Yeah, you're right.
so it's not just about sins. It can be other stuff too. Debt.
Anything you can just like, hey, I'm not taking blame for.
Yes. Like freed of the burden. Yeah. Number 10, I particularly love psychological thriller films that don't necessarily frighten me, but leave me feeling very blank.
Disconcerted.
Disconcerted. That is correct.
Yeah. That's why I have such a fascination with this movie. I think I bring this movie up like once a month, but the new ones, 2017, I am so fascinated. That's one of those movies that leave me.
I love that movie. So I'm sorry, I really need to sneeze and it's like not coming.
You should look at a light. Look
Okay.
directly.
Lamp is right in front of me.
Shine the lamp right in your eyes.
I hate it. I'd rather just sneeze and be done. Okay. So y'all hold on to those. I'm surprised Alexis didn't rejoin. But, hold on to those. Hold on to your answers. Like I said, you don't have to turn it in. But I'm unlikely to change the sentences for the quiz on Friday. But we'll go over it some on Thursday as well.
That's true. She does have really bad internet at home.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, again, I'm going to share my screen. I've just published this. And it's the last like major assignment before Christmas. And it's super easy because there are very few rules. As you know from our notes on transcendentalism, they're all about nature. So you're going to be doing a nature writing. Oh, here she comes. You're going to be doing a nature writing, and it's very open-ended. you can focus on any aspect of nature and explore your opinion on it. It can be poetry, you could write a short story, you could do a stream of consciousness thing. It's very loose. There's not too many restrictions because conforming to a set of rules and regulations is very anti-transcendentalist. They're all about free form, doing what you want.
Hippies. A bunch of hippies.
They're kind of like early tree hugging hippies. They really are. So that being said, if you are doing a poem, it should be at least 16 lines. Doesn't matter how long the lines are, doesn't matter how many stanzas, doesn't matter rhyme scheme, whatever. If you're doing any kind of prose, like a short story, essay, stream of consciousness, it should be at least a page, double spaced, like 11, 12 point normal fonts.
What about 2 haikus? Haikus are anime. Haikus. What about 2 haikus?
You'd have to do at least how many? 6 haikus. Because it has to be 16 lines. So
okay.
So minimum 16 lines. If you get carried away and do a lot more, that's totally fine. If you are writing something else, prose of some sort, and you get carried away, you can certainly go beyond a page. But that's kind of those are your only real parameters. Rules. Yeah, it's your only real rules. So that being said, let me stop sharing. Somebody's lunch ready.
It's my mom's coffee.
Oh, nice. Let me just take a look for the rest of the week. Thank you. You'll probably have a good bit of time in class to work on these. I'm about to give you the rest of the class now. We still have 20 minutes left. We're going to read a couple of things this week, a couple of excerpts from the big transcendentalist works and talk about them, but those don't have assignments attached to them. You'll do a discussion post on Wednesday and your quiz on Friday, and those are the only assignments. So you'll probably have some more time in class to work on them, assuming that our discussions don't take forever. But yeah, go ahead and get started on it now. I'll be on the call until 11:47 if you guys want to stay and ask questions, or if you want to work independently, you can also feel free to leave the call.
All right. Later.
Adios.
Au revoir.